most people should not be buying real estate. What up, what up? All right, I'm gonna talk about coaching. I'm actually gonna go off on a rant on this thing, guys, so hopefully you're prepared. I'm gonna go through the pricing of VIP's coaching, talk a little bit about what you get. I have been coaching people now every single day for the past 12 years, since 2007. And I've been coaching between 4 to 7 people every single day since that time. And I've been doing that for at least 5 days a week for at least 50 weeks of every year. That is a lot of members, right? I mean, that's a lot of coaching sessions. And those are all new families, by the way. So 4 to 7 sessions a day of new families I get to coach. That number is between 20 to 35 coaching sessions a week. So we're looking at somewhere between 80 to 140 coaching sessions a month. And so basically what that means is I'm coaching at least 1,000 people every single year and have been for at least 12 years. That's a lot of people. And that means I have some unique vantage points, which have developed my philosophies over the years. And I think a lot of you guys can see the value in those philosophies. You can see the logic in those philosophies. That's what I do best. And I see that there is a pattern of topics that I have to continue to bring up in every single coaching session, every single day. So one of the things that you guys are always wanting to talk about is real estate. I'm actually sitting outside of a property. See this condo right here? I'm trying to buy it. I'm trying to pay $550,000 for it, in fact. And you can see, there's the Arkansas River right there. This is an amazing location. For those outdoor enthusiasts, ooh, this place is on fire. And I can't wait to use it as a lifestyle asset. And I'm in fact in the process of exchanging from another property, $450,000, that should net me over $410,000 into, if not this property, something in this general area. So that's what I'm doing out here, is I'm off to get some cash flow as per usual. Real quick, let's talk about our coaching services to get that over with. And then I'm gonna talk with you about my perspective that most people should not be buying real estate. Now that's gonna be disappointing for some of you to hear, and it might also be an unpopular opinion for other people. So let's kind of go ahead and dive in. As far as our own coaching services are concerned, that's exactly what we do. For a small percentage of you guys, ongoing coaching makes sense for us, with us. Ongoing coaching, in my opinion, makes sense for everybody. Doesn't mean that it's supposed to be with VIP. And we allow in somewhere around 7 new coaching members each week. That's it, that's all we can handle. If we have a goal to have only 5 full-time coaching experts, these are owners of VIP, not employees, and they can each handle roughly 140 coaching members each to be at full capacity. Then you add the 30 coaching members that I personally coach, who pay 2 times the amount to get coached by me than with the other teammates, which is unnecessary. I talk about that with everybody. You know, all of us have tremendous amount of experience and value to bring. But some people like this because you've gotten used to seeing me on so many videos, etc. So they want to be coached by me. I get it. Nonetheless, we're basically at a 750 person coaching member capacity, which essentially means that once we hit that capacity, we're done. I mean, I cannot take more people even if we wanted to, which is why you don't experience the same type of dynamic with VIP that you do with so many other companies. It's completely non-solicitous. In fact, we're looking for reasons to disqualify you. More people than not are not a good fit for our coaching. I don't know how to make it any more clear than that, and it isn't intended to be offensive when somebody's not a good fit. It just means that based on either mathematics or personalities, it's not compatible right now. And perhaps revisiting down the road will make sense. We determine that during our sessions, okay? Anyhow, I digress. The cost behind 30 months of ongoing coaching is a $389 price point. Basically, $11,670 in total for that 30-month period. Our online audience gets a discount once they're determined to be a good fit, which means we reduce the price tag from $389 by about $100 per month, which means that they save about $3,000. There's also an additional $2,000 price discount for our full paying coaching members, which is what most people elect to do. More people would rather pay full price, get the full discount, not pay us unnecessarily an extra $2,000, because we're not coaching people who are in hardship. We're coaching people who are doing well financially, have good credit, they earn more than they spend, they have always been fiscally responsible. They're just looking for that next level of wealth creation. So of course it makes sense to get the best price tag for this investment. $6,670 is the best price tag. That's somebody that pays in full. In addition to that, we talk about what is it that you get for those costs. Well, we provide one-on-one coaching. This is what makes VIP uniquely special, is that almost everybody in this space, in the coaching space, whether it be specifically real estate related or some other type of coaching, charges substantially more than that. In fact, You know, I was even paying more than that for tennis coaching just last year. So we are considered inexpensive for what we provide. For a 30-month coaching relationship, one-on-one, this is very, very difficult to beat as far as the price is concerned, and I don't know where you can beat it with respect to the actual specialties. We do specialize in different knowledge and goals than what other people do. And so one thing I've been challenging people on in our coaching recently has been real estate, because everybody comes in and they want it. I love real estate. I think it's incredible. So there's this kind of debate going on right now online. I've talked about Meet Kevin before, guys. I think he's an unbelievable talent. Smart, savvy, super, super hardworking. That combination makes somebody incredibly powerful. And I think his content is spot on. And we just have a slight difference of opinion.
But are you missing the point by saying, why would I invest in real estate for even a break even with 20% down? Are you missing the point that by saying, if I buy a $300,000 property that is going to have an $1,800 mortgage, that there is no benefit here simply because there is a break-even cash flow? And in my opinion, the answer is yes, you are.
My personal preference is to focus on really, really big numbers. I'm a conservative, so I like as much safety as possible, and safety comes from as much cash flow as possible. I like as much freedom as possible. Freedom of choice comes from as much cash flow as possible. And to get as much cash flow as possible, you've got to focus on making as much money as possible, and you've got to focus on limiting liabilities as much as possible. So what I've started doing less and less of over the years is focusing my attention on hundreds of dollars per month or thousands of dollars per month, and I'm focusing on tens of thousands of dollars per month, hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, and potentially at some point even millions of dollars per month. If I focus on millions of dollars per month and I miss even by a huge margin, I land on hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So setting big, hairy, audacious goals is something that I've started strongly recommending for people. Studies have proven that when you set your goals on almost unimaginable levels, even when you miss, which you more likely than not will, you can miss in a huge way and still end up with numbers that are far superior than somebody who set goals that were more realistic. So I've gotten away from setting realistic goals and I started setting unimaginable goals. And that has, in my opinion, from a mental standpoint, played a huge role in our recent development over the last few years. With that comes thinking out of the box. And I focus my energy on two things: something called lifestyle assets, which allow me to actually benefit from the use of the asset. It becomes sort of a toy that, instead of being what traditionally would be a liability, I actually get to make a lot of money from. And number two, modern income, which ties in with these lifestyle assets. 10 years ago, I couldn't have easily rented my property out every night, every other night for a handful of nights versus month to month or long-term tenants, 6 months to a year or longer, would have been my only option. But because of the technological advancing of things like Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, it's now commonplace within the last half dozen years to be able to do that. So I like that concept. I like modern asset. I like modern income streams. Making money through Amazon, making money through drop shipping, making money through affiliate marketing. A lot of this stuff wasn't around a decade and a half ago, which means that if we're quick to adapt, we don't have to be the smartest people in the room. I don't have to have the most knowledge. I think that what's allowed me to achieve multi-million-dollar level success is that I adapt quickly. And I find people who have that knowledge, current, relevant knowledge, in order to help me make the right decisions. So essentially my rant is this, guys. People like Kevin are right. People like me are right. When you listen to Dan Locke and me present about what it means to succeed in long-term real estate,
if you have more income coming in, more cash flow coming in, you can buy better properties, right? You can hire a professional manager, you can get into, instead of maybe not single family, depends on where you are, right? You can get into bigger deal, commercial type deal. It's a different game.
So many of you have heard me arguing that now's not the right time for you to start getting into real estate, but we can work our way to getting into real estate. It's putting that in third place on our list of priorities. Priority one is finding that so-called side hustle that excites you enough, where you're consistent enough, where you're hardworking enough, willing to work through the discomfort until you succeed. That takes years, not months, not weeks, not days. Most people will quit long before they succeed. That's why statistically, people go out of business so quickly. But if you compare that option of finding a way to make money from your favorite pair of sweatpants, from your favorite couch in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, meaning you have complete geographical mobility, I think that that is phenomenal. And you can do that by investing 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, even 50 or $60,000 to build a business that makes you thousands of dollars every single month versus taking that same 20% down payment. Let's say it's on a $200,000 house. That's 40 grand too, but for what? $500 a month in cash flow? To me, I would rather spend that 40 to find a way to make 5 grand a month in cash flow or 50 grand a month in cash flow and not have a $160,000 debt that follows it up. Because that's the other downside to real estate, guys, is that it requires a ton of leverage. So you have a lot of debt to have that $500 a month in cash flow. Guys, how many people do you know that own 10 properties? Personally, friends and family. I don't know any friends and family outside of my profession who own at least 10 properties. Not one acquaintance or family member growing up has 10 properties, not one. So the odds of getting from a $500 per month cash flow position and getting a collection of these properties and growing that to a $5,000 per month net cash flow over time is totally unrealistic. It's very unlikely. You could do it. You'll just be the anomaly. You'll be the one person in your circle of acquaintances and family members that achieve it. At the Funnel Hackers Live event that I went to in February in Nashville for the Russell Brunson presentation, there were 268 of us that had made over $1 million last year through ClickFunnels. That's out of something like 4,500 people. I mean, a 5% some odd number of $1 million earners, that to me seems pretty good. You got to pick your preference. You've got to pick your passion. You've got to pick what excites you. I'm not saying not to do real estate. I'm saying let's do it in the order of priority. The reason I'm out here looking at this property, which I expect is going to cost me $550,000, and I'm able to look at it so quickly after just buying a $600,000 property, is because we make so much flipping money elsewhere. If we made $85,000 last month in affiliate marketing and we made almost a total of $200,000 online last month, that makes real estate, long-term buy and hold real estate, so much easier. It's so much safer. Anything can happen economically. Anything can happen with tenants. Anything can happen within the platform. Short-term rentals could change. Cities can add ordinances that prevent me from renting short-term. I'm safe. But if you guys are going out there and you're trying to get involved in real estate based on hundreds of dollars a month in starting cash flow, and you're fighting for hundreds of dollars a month in new cash flow, if something goes wrong, my fear and what I've seen happen in the past, especially during the last economic downturn, was it crippled people. People couldn't handle it and they were forced to make some really, really tough hardship-based financial decisions. I think my way is more conservative. That's just my opinion. Once you're making $10,000 a month or more, as our discussion suggested with Dan Locke and myself, you're in a great position to go out and start scooping up properties and building a big portfolio and not being at risk of something going wrong and losing them. So that's my coaching rant, guys. If you're looking for coaching, then start with a free session. freecoachingcalendar.com is the place that you can get your free call. You have to have at least $500 a month in cash flow starting out to get a free call or to sign up for our paid ongoing coaching services. For those of you that are wanting to skip the line, because it is a very long wait to get a free coaching session, but chances are, even when you get a free coaching session, you're going to speak with me. Okay, I do as many of those as I can. Like I said, 4 to 7 of them every single day. But if you want to skip the line, if you're serious about your money, if you want to hear more about this, if you want additional resources that will turn you on to ways of making big money, then yeah, go ahead and sign up for coaching now. Let's get started. And if we take a look together during an assessment call, which is the very first call that we have together, that's with me personally. You'll jump the line, you'll get on my calendar. You and I will take a deep look at where you sit today and whether or not this is a fit for you. And if it's not, we refund you your tuition and we void the membership. It's as simple as that. If it is a good fit, you get the best price point and we're off to the races for the next 30 months. We're out there trying to figure out how to make 10K per month, which if we could figure that out, you would be tickled pink that you went out there and put money into this partnership. So guys, it's a pretty simple formula here. You are provided specific homework assignments after each coaching session. We build a roadmap that's custom to you. Because we work with you one-on-one, your roadmap is entirely different than any other roadmap that we have created before. This is not a one-size-fits-all. That is one of the biggest problems I have with courses, programs, and products, is that most of the time they are sort of universal and it isn't tailored to your unique and individual goals and circumstances. So it falls short of your potential. It's somewhat inadequate. And that's why we have to charge more, because this is a very, very taxing business model. It requires substantial bandwidth for us to give these free calls away and then coach people for 30 months. It is, it's not easy. It's been a very difficult business, and we're very proud of what we've created. We're very proud of our reputation as well. So make sure you look at all the case studies on YouTube, guys. Look at what everybody else has accomplished. Check our reputation, A+ with BBB, almost a perfect reputation everywhere else online. And we will not let you down. So get your free call. And if you're ready to just get going, claim your quick start membership and get the biggest sales price, that biggest discount that we offer. And we'll see you when we're coaching you. I can't wait for that. Until we do, make sure you check out all the videos on the channel, become a subscriber, make sure you're leaving comments so you can earn the gift cards that we give away. In fact, let's go ahead and give away a gift card now. I appreciate you guys sticking with me now for almost 19 minutes. So go ahead and visit our Instagram page. We're pushing hard to get to 100,000 new followers on Instagram. We did that in 2 years, folks. 2 years we built that Instagram to almost 100. I'm gonna put 3 names on there. I'm gonna select 3 names from the comments below of somebody who is going to win. So make sure you leave a comment below right away. Go ahead and slap a like on this. As long as you're a subscriber and then you follow us on Instagram, you may be one of the 3 that we select. If you go to that Instagram page and you're one of those 3 people and you're the first person to claim the gift card, you are going to be the proud new owner of a $25 Amazon, same as cash gift card on Amazon. So cool stuff. We'll see you on the next video. Until then, love you guys. Make it a great day.